and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Live to trade another day, live to trade another day, live to make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy up everything, not gon' get upset, just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future, up early just like a rooster, eyes glued to the computer looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do, buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna, cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams, wake up in mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Don't be scared, G, like paid in full, get your bread, B. Cold wallet full of crypto, yeah, Big Lebowski. Can't forget to tip the waitress, fur and loathing in Las Vegas. Tupac told us about the changes, people hating on your greatness. Mansion looking hella spacious, shoes, they ain't got no laces. This the Aquarius age, life happen in different phases. Out with money, in with crypto, analog to digital. Could've been rich, but you was scared, what a imbecile. Say you want a miracle, but you bet the minimal. Should've bet it all, hell no, not the unthinkable. Grow some balls if you got a pair, man, I double dare you to put it all in the market. No sir, I'm not trying to scare you. Seeking and searching, I need some more money. AI is scary, make us look like dummies. Serious about profit, I need it, I'm hungry. My music all over, but I'm from the country. Bank account thicker than Manuka honey. Got multiple wallets, don't go in my pocket. Either's a favorite, but I don't discriminate. Scared to get money, get the hell up out my face. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Win some,
All right.
you lose some.
What's going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Man, I haven't said that in a long time. Welcome back to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So happy Monday. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. And we are just coming off of one of the biggest bullish weeks we've had. And it was just nonstop. We just had a lot of volume coming in. We had Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. We have a lot of volume hitting the decentralized perp dexes like Aster and Apex. And we are going to be following these tokens. We have a lot of things that are leading up to why gold's breaking out. Gold has broken all-time highs. It's kind of the leading indicator of all the other assets that are clearly more liquid and actually frictionless than gold is going to see the next rally. And everyone, I don't want to say everyone, but there's some people, and we're going to pull up some articles that kind of show that some people are thinking that we only have 2 weeks left. Can you believe that? 2 weeks left. And I know you got to think, oh, if we're going to look from, quote, the bottom to now where we're said at the top for October, this would line up for a 4-year cycle top, right? Oh yeah, top at 140, 150, wreck everyone for 2 years, business as usual. But guess what, guys? That's not the case. The case is that we have a completely different framework, scaffolding for the crypto industry in America, in the United States. Now, why is this important? Because what we do here in America sets the stage and the precedent for all the other countries that are going to be doing things with crypto. And treasury companies, Michael Saylor was one of the first to really become a true Bitcoin treasury company. What did that do? It spurred 150 more companies to start creating a Bitcoin treasury. Now we have Ethereum treasuries being set up. We have all of these things. We have the SEC being super bullish on crypto, making it clear that any of these super apps can have social media aspects to it, have banking aspects to it, wallet implementations, staking, earning yield. I mean, across the board, we're getting green lights on all of the stuff that was being choked out for 4 years. And even though we were getting choked in those 4 years, we still had some price appreciation on crypto. So what would make you think that with all of this push to get things on chain and tokenize the world, that we would go into a 2-year bear market out of one of the biggest lead ups to a bullish framework and area in crypto? It wouldn't make any sense. So what I think is happening here, and it's just a best guess, it's dubious speculation. I'm not a financial advisor. I feel like we're going to be led to believe that this is it for the year and we'll follow the 4-year cycle. And then I think people are going to get massively wrecked in 2026 because they're going to have had sold all their stuff. They're going to stable up because they have PTSD. We have PTSD from the past years of being in crypto, and it is just par for the course, because now that we have so much money coming into this space, you guys, you might not really realize how much is going to come into the space when you have Nvidia, which is valued at $4.5 trillion. It's valued at more than the entire cryptocurrency space in itself. You have gold at freaking, if we go to the asset market cap, where's asset market cap real quick? Did we close it? I think we closed it, but yeah, so gold is over 20 trillion, obviously. So if Bitcoin can capture even just, a little over a quarter of gold's market cap, and we continue this trend, it doesn't show to me that we're going to be going into a 4-year cycle, October top with the bear market for a year to whatever the classic thing is, because I think that's broken. I think it's absolutely broken, and we're going to get into it. So everyone is exercising caution right now because we're at the Bitcoin top. We're literally at the Bitcoin top. And so let me give you an example of gold. So gold has just been continuing to rally, and it's gold. It's freaking gold. For real, what do you think about gold? And what comes to mind when you think about gold? I'm very curious, because what comes to mind to me is that, yes, gold has been a great hedge against the debasement of currency, and this is across the board. Like right now, gold has been pumping, maybe because the Japanese yen is shit. The dollar is crap. The euro, crap. Peso, crap. The ruble, crap. Every currency is crap. And so these central banks know this, and where are they going to put all that money? Well, they've put it into gold. But then they're going gold. You cannot trust third-party bank vault gold custodians, and it's mostly paper gold. So this is where I think we're going to have this almost renaissance switch into how gold has been the hedge, and we're going to go into hedging into everything being on chain. It's already happening. It's happening right before our eyes. So I think to be bullish macro long term is the name of the game. And I think listening to these old head TA people that are going off 4-year cycle crap is not going to work this time. And so I think we should ignore everyone on crypto Twitter and you freaking lock in and start to give examples and correlations of values of different companies, and then look at the entire cryptocurrency market cap. And that's what's going to break your perception of the 4-year cycle. It's gone. Lock in, because it is not time to quit and stable up. It's not time to quit and stable up. No, it's time to get as much dry powder as you possibly freaking can, so you're not chasing a $200,000 Bitcoin. But even then, I am in the thought process that even buying Bitcoin at 200K, you're still doing pretty damn good. You get the price that you deserve, but I believe that Bitcoin will be trading at $1 million per coin one day. Are you willing to wait and be patient enough to see that? If you're on crypto Twitter, I say you got about a 60-70% chance to do this. If you're off of crypto Twitter and you don't listen to freaking people like Ansem, who says his freaking gut you know what? My gut says Ansem is an idiot. I don't care how much money he's made in the early. Yes, he said, my gut says 100K because yes, I've been trading the bottom since the bottom. But guess what? Not everyone had the dry powder back then to trade the freaking bottom. Ansem, everyone got their money back now towards the top. And maybe not even at all still. So that's why you're wondering. So if you're wondering why Ansem was the top, it's because he had been trading it since the freaking bottom. So I get it. But not everyone was doing that. Not everyone was doing that. So let's get into some of the coins that are pumping, that are kind of giving us the indication that alt season is coming. And I know you're laughing. You're like, oh, he said alt season. Get him out of here. But yeah, it's actually going to happen, because a lot of these alts are doing some fundamental stuff. It is good tech. We see that the rails are opening up. The life of these blockchains are being ignited through the stablecoin issuing, through the tokenization of real world assets and stocks on the stock market. The treasuries, the ETFs, this is all kind of leading into, a bullish macro outlook. And so I want to go through some of I actually found a really cool thread, because I asked Grok, I said, just explain the best way possible how the first 3 months of 2026 will be the most volatile part of the cryptocurrency bull market. And they give data points that lead to this conclusion. Everyone is focused on this year being the top, but I disagree. And so it said the first 3 months of 2026 are poised to represent the peak volatility phase, which I really believe this to be true, of the current crypto bull market, due to a confluence of historical cycle extensions, institutional driven supply dynamics, which we didn't have before as strong as we do now, and macroeconomics liquidity injections that delay the traditional post-halving blow off top beyond 2025. This is what they're talking about. So post-halving, blow off tops of previous cycles, this is where we've had those. Blow off top previous cycles happen after each halving, okay? Do you see a blow off top after this fourth halving? Do you see one? No. Okay, then shut up about it being the damn top, because it's a totally extended. Look at this. It's crazy. So I'm coming here with some alpha. I'm coming here with some raw visual representation of the extended cycle. I don't know why. And then people laugh at you and you bring up the rainbow chart, but it's just like, look at it. Do you see a blow off top anywhere? Do you see anywhere where we've gone in the red? If we've gone in the red in every single halving, what makes this different? What makes it different? What makes it different? Come on, crickets. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I've been telling you, but you tell me. What makes this different? It's very much extended. We have not hit any point where you should be thinking that it's over. Now, I've always say it is very relative because, like I said, someone like Ansem, who had probably been buying hype and all these different things and also trading Bitcoin, he definitely made some decent money already. But it's relative to people that kind of started to come in and yeah, I guess I'm losing track of what I'm really trying to say here, but let's keep on track here. Extended halving cycle dynamics. So the April 2024 Bitcoin halving reduced block rewards. We know this. The timeline aligns with Q1, Q2 2026 for maximum volatility as institutional demand, which is the 20 to 30 billion in inflows by late 2025, front loads price discovery without the explosive retail frenzy of past cycles. So we did have a little bit of a retail frenzy in past cycles, but very low institutional adoption on the levels that we have right now. So with that volatility, it says analysts note the cycle could stretch to March and June of 2026 in base cases, with volatility spiking as supply shock meets peak adoption. So what I think is happening here is we will get a price supply shock for Ethereum and for Bitcoin, because these exchanges, as the price has been going up, the supply actually has been going down. So they've actually been running out of supply on the exchanges, and they won't tell you that directly, but I think it's going to be pretty apparent once we start seeing some of the prices in 2026, because it's delayed. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're able to keep the price kind of like the way it is. It's just the market dynamics, I guess, but it's good for us. It's good for us, because would we have wanted it to go and blow off right now and then us get smashed for like a year or two? I think the way that we've been going up and consolidating and doing this thing, it gives us an opportunity to just accumulate. Just before it was tricky. It was like, okay, you got a short window, and then if you don't get out, you're screwed. And that was kind of how it was. You had a short window. It was like the most violent was at the last 1 to 2 months of the bull market. And then you didn't know if it was going to either double top or get faked out. I mean, it was crazy. So the macro liquidity and institutional factors also with the Fed's anticipated rate cuts for the rest of this year also contributes to the sentiment. The traditional 4-year halving cycle is dead. I think, yes, I agree. Or evolving into a 5-year pattern due to ETF stabilization and macro alignment. So what do they mean by ETF stabilization? Well, ETF stabilization, it needs to be stable because it needs to be a healthy inflow and outflow of volume for retail adoption of the ETFs and also institutional adoption of the ETFs. They're not going to want an ETF product that goes like this and just is like, it's soup like crazy volatile. There's still going to be volatility, but I think this is what is going to make it a staircasing event to 150, then a little consolidation, then going up to 200, a little consolidation. Then it's just going to continue to staircase up. That's just my best case scenario. So Yeah, with quarter one 2026 as the bubble phase or extreme volatility from rapid gains, 30-60% altcoin retracements, post initial BTC peak and corrections, community analysts including X discussions reinforces this with peaks forecasted for quarter one and two of 2026 amid decaying channels targeting 205 and 235K by January. Lower trading volumes in 2025 magnify large trade impacts, building to heightened Q1 swings. Yeah, I know, but yeah, my worst case scenario would be us just going to 150 and then just like, and that's it, you know, and then just like it's over. But I think that we'll get, I think we're going to get surprised. I think we'll be surprised. I think Bitcoin does do this, and it has done it every cycle where everyone's so convinced of one thing, and Bitcoin does. Like, it's almost like it can do the opposite. And sometimes you can think, well, if everyone's saying this, so shouldn't it be true? Not everyone on the timeline is a freaking, you know, macro expert. But probably about the only true real macro expert on the timeline has been Raw Paul. You know, and everyone stole his chart, you know, his M2 chart, correlating the M2 money supply with Bitcoin's growth and also just the overall total cryptocurrency market cap. So in terms of those things, in a macro sense, we're not even close. We're like not even close. We're just gearing up. We're just gearing up for it. We are just gearing up for it, my friends. But this is the post. If I can find it, where's the post? I liked this thread. So this guy, he said the 4-year crypto cycle no longer works. Most don't get it, thinking bull run is ending. In 2 weeks, people think that the Bitcoin bull market and cryptocurrency bull market is going to end in 2 weeks. Can you believe that? And then we're just going to go into a bear market for a year, just like we've done every time. But it's not. Facts point to a market peak in quarter 1-2. This is what we've been saying for a while. Here's what's happening in future of BTC. And this is going off of that, you know, market psychology chart of where the market cycles could be. A lot of people think that we are, that we're basically we're already here, like past the euphoria phase, and then we could be going into complacency. We just need a little cool off. You know, we just need a little cool off for the next rally, and then we go down. Because if you think like, okay, that was the top 126 or whatever, and then we go down, we might try and test it up again. But really, I think more so we're at the optimism. We're at optimism. And we're starting to get some people to believe, but really there's more belief that we are here than that we are here. And this is why I think that this is why we're here, because no one has actual optimism for the future. Like in terms of crypto, because people are so like worried that they're going to get rocked that they don't have optimism. They have more pessimism and they have more fear that they're going to round trip. And that was the case back in the previous cycles where it was like, okay, we had these like definitive points where it was like, okay, it's good to be in Bitcoin here. It's good to be in alts. A lot of that can be represented by the Bitcoin dominance. You know, that's a huge thing to correlate with if it's good to be in alts or if it's good to be in Bitcoin. You look at the BTC ETH ratio. That's also a good correlation. And if you look at those, we're at the bottoms. We're not anywhere near where we've had euphoric levels of altcoin mania alongside with ETH and Bitcoin pumping. So this is pretty interesting to look at it this way. So the cycle will already last 5 years, and one of the main reasons is the United States government. Why? They extended the average maturity of government debt to 5 years. Notes the big beautiful bill. They extended the cycle to where they can basically pump the stock market, pump crypto, to then use that yield on-chain liquidity and all that stuff to then be able to rebase and basically in a governmental way refinance the debt by us building a new on-chain economy. And so You think they're going to end this right now to then completely destroy their like 12D chess move that the United States government could be doing right now? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So another important signal is the correlation of BTC and the ISM index, which is the business cycle. So when manufacturing ISM rises, momentum into risk assets often follows. And right now, one thing is clear, BTC is synchronizing with the ISM much more than before. And then against is this background of Jerome Powell of in the Feds cutting the rates. We've also now seen that the yen and the yield that's connected with the US dollar is like going to shit. So this is all good signs to be bullish in the macro. Now this person thinks you only have 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to take profit. Bitcoin's bull run is ending. Now, this is someone on Crypto Potato. God bless him. But Wayne Jones, Fear and Greed Index is expected to cross 80, a classic sell signal from the past cycle tops, with nearly all BTC supply now sitting in profit. So he thinks a final push to new highs is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. In October, but it's only going off of this projection, this calculated from the April halving approximately. Look, you see that date? You remember, like, for literally the past couple months, I've been saying, look, 546 days was the previous all-time high blow off top for the cycles. Now, I was saying that this is when we were going to be hitting about maybe 150K, 160K. Yes, that's true. I still think that is the case. But guess what? We've already passed that point. We've already been past the point where we should have already hit that mark. Okay? So I believe we are massively extending this out because it would not make any sense for everything to be leading up into this with what we just explained, all the bullish catalysts. And then for us to just in 2 weeks to just be like, yep, that was it. Pack it up, guys. Hang it up. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. It's so counterintuitive to the entire financial system that we have. Why would they rug pull themselves? It doesn't make any sense. So supporting this cautious stance, recent on-chain data from fellow analyst Crypto On-Chain revealed a significant withdrawal of $4 billion in stablecoins from exchanges since September 22, with Binance responsible for 75%. See, look, it's just Binance. Binance was responsible for it, 75% of it. So the experts suggest that it likely means many people are taking profits, which reduces the amount of money available to buy things immediately. This makes the market more open to consolidation or correction. Some reports are calling for higher peaks. For example, analysts of the DeFi report recently stated that the 4-year cycle framework remains in place and that BTC could reach a price between 160 and 170 by the end of 2025. The research indicates that there is still potential for further upside before a cycle top is confirmed, as evidenced by the high profit realization and the still high MVR-VZ score. So I just don't know. I feel like I think we have more than 2 weeks. I think we might have a little bit more than 2 weeks. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, let's get some shout outs. I haven't even looked to see how many people are in here. I really don't care, honestly, at this point. I come here to bring the news, and if you're not in here, sorry. But yeah, I appreciate everyone being in here. Don Cabrera, Steve Hickey. I normally don't stream at this time anyway, so I'm not expecting for there to be a bunch of people in here. But yeah, thanks for Steve Hickey, Don coming in here, Headband. Really appreciate you guys. We're just doing an early stream because we have some work to do. And it's funny, we're meeting with the Dems, with the Democrats. I'm not a Democrat myself, but I tend to help the Democrats out a lot in my local town. So no one should ever say that I'm an extreme Trump, crazy conservative Republican, extremist, because That is not the case. I tend to help the Dems in their things, like actually over the years. It's hilarious. So I don't discriminate, my friends, is what I'm saying. But yeah, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. Who's watching across all platforms? Let's see how many people we have watching on the other places in the interwebs. Okay, we got 32 people on X, so that's good. Say hello. Hello. We are just making the case. We're just making the case for all these people that are going to come on the timeline and call for tops and call for things, call for all that stuff. And it's obviously you're going to have your strategy. You do have to have some risk management in place. You're going to want to, yes, I mean, like I said, it's all relative. You yourself could have coins that in the next few weeks do like a 3-5x, and all of a sudden your portfolio is like looking really good. Yeah, I mean, pay yourself, take some profits. But I mean, not financial advice, but I mean, imagine, okay, yeah, you're good. Like, all right, I made 100K, Now I'm going to take all those profits and go stable up. And if you stable up and the market continues to rally, would you be okay with that? Would you chase that FOMO then? Would you sit back and just watch all that action happen? I doubt it. This is what will happen. You're going to take probably some of that. You're going to put it into something, and you might make it. You might be able to do something with that, but most of it, I mean, it probably is going to be irresponsibly moved around, and you're probably going to spend it on something stupid. That's just my best guess, because that's probably what I would end up doing. So how do we fix this? What do we do? Well, how do we avoid doing something stupid like that? Well, you could say, all right, well, I'm going to take a little bit of profits, but then maybe I can make that work for me. I can, put it into a protocol. I can maybe earn a little bit of yield. Maybe there's some farming aspects that's happening in crypto that you could use that and maybe it's still risk in that, but there's a little bit of less risk. You're making it work for you. And then you have a bag still in crypto. It's there. But that you could potentially, that could go to zero, but you're willing to take the risk. So it's kind of like a half split, because that's kind of how I feel right now, is like there's gonna be a lot of people that are just gonna be like, yep, I made it clean, cool. All right, I made it out, and then just trying to, be very confluent of the 4-year cycle. Man, protecting themselves, PTSD, just making sure, just being cautious. But I don't know. I just don't think for me, I'm about damn tired of like being so cautious, because actually it's funny. They say if you practice good risk management and you're cautious, then you'll be okay. You won't lose as much money. But I would wager to bet and go against that and say I've actually probably would have made more money if I would have just doubled down on what I already was willing to risk. I mean, if I was willing to risk it anyway, why didn't I just double down? It's not a gambler's mentality. It's just literally knowing that in all of this, it could go to zero. So what the hell's the point if you're not going to just do it? It's the same amount of risk, if not more risk, to not do it. So that is my mentality right now, is that there's more risk in not being more risky. Isn't that freaking hilarious? There's more risk in not taking the risk. Yeah, I know, and it's just I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, earlier stream Trade Intuition. I know I'm probably throwing people off right now because I normally don't stream. I normally don't stream this early, but we are like I said, we're helping the Dems. they're doing like a town hall thing, and we're gonna help them. We're gonna help them with that. And so we're meeting with them, gonna figure out how we're going to you know, I'm gonna be helping them with their live stream. Actually, that's what's funny. So that's what we're going to be working on this morning, and it just was scheduled during my normal live stream time. So if you're wondering why we're yelling at you right now at 9:30. All right, we got the market open. We just lost track of time, but let's get that market open, baby. Let's look at Bitcoin market open. My guess was that we were going to have on the 3-minute a nice little pinch up to 124. You can see we had that level here. And we do have some volume. It's nothing too crazy. We've got a doji candle forming right now. We got a wick at the bottom, wick at the top, kind of a bigger body, not a small body. We got a little bit of volume, and so it's not looking terrible. I mean, it's not, you know, we're definitely going to have a little bit of motion here, But I think it's not looking terrible. It's not looking terrible. So my next level that I was eyeing was the order block here, that just a bust through this 125 order block, which was this all-time high right here. That was a nice sell order block, and it's looking like that. Okay, all right. We're going down, kind of sweeping a little bit of this low right here, sweeping a little bit of this low. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're gonna see how the market reacts. Let's see how the stock market opened. Let's see how we were actually. Let's look at AMD. So AMD actually got a big deal with OpenAI. So OpenAI, instead of using Intel for their chips, they're using AMD chips. So they're going to be using AMD instead of Intel. So that's a big. So, and then I think Intel went up like 40%, or AMD went up like 40%. This is stock Oracle with Pith. I just want the actual stock. So AMD stock. Yeah, I think it, let me go to the 4-hour. Yeah, like a big, look at this huge gap. Holy crap. Look at this giant gap that just happened here. So we had Nvidia go from just on the first here was at 164. And now we're sitting at 219. So we had basically, I mean, yeah, we had like this huge gap happen. But what's interesting is that it just, it traded right back up to its all-time high from March last year. So that's interesting. So March 2024, this had traded right back up into its all-time high. So very interesting. All right, so let's see how the NASDAQ opened up. NASDAQ's in the green. NASDAQ actually, I think is it? Yeah, it is literally at all-time highs. NASDAQ's at 25,000. Got the S&P about to break up into that exact freaking level that we were talking about on the Bollinger Band was 7,000. So, I mean, the S&P is just crushing up. So if the S&P is literally going to be going to $7,000, you don't think crypto is going to like start to continue to rally? We got the US, let's see. We got the US Treasury 10-year yield kind of sitting like this. Where would we want it to go? Well, I guess we'd want the 10-year yield to start to trend down into these levels, because then that would be signaling that we are in the peaks of the bull market. So if it's up here, and this was points of the bull markets where we had Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. This is the point where we had altcoin season. This was the point where we had altcoin season, was this area right here. So maybe we could correlate that this starts dropping. We're in freaking go time, baby. I think we're in go time right now. Now, we've also correlated this with the dollar strength index. The dollar strength index going into these levels again, this signaled bull market. Look. Bull market, alt season. This arrow right here was where Bitcoin started to drop. We had the dollar strength go up, and we went into the bear market. Now, I think we're in a regression downtrend on the dollar that's going to eventually lead back past 94. I've been saying this for a long time, and I think this is the biggest indicator that we're not even close to a top. Not even close. we're about halfway there. So I think the top of what this cycle run, a 5-year cycle extended, would be going to about $250,000. NVIDIA looking good. NVIDIA looking good. Not too bad. It's in a ascending wedge, a nice big ascending wedge. It hit the top of that ascending wedge, bouncing from the bottom of this nice order block buy at $94. We'll have to see how that's looking. We got, Circle's trying to test back up into its initial offering where it traded up to $285, and then so it's looking pretty decent. Robinhood breaking out of that cup and handle pattern, literally doing the exact depth of the cup right here, looking really good. So yeah, it's actually the stock market in terms of all these bullish stocks, looking good. BNB broke all-time highs again. And remember, we charted BNB and we told you if BNB was eyeing the 1618, the next level, if it even gets a little retracement off of it, is the second 1618. Where did it go? Second 618. Fibs don't lie. So this is what is happening with a lot of altcoins on the week. I wouldn't say a lot, but if your altcoin is not going to be trading from the Trump pump here down to the lows and not testing very close into where the 1618 is, this is where I'm eyeing for some of these altcoins to go, is the first 1618. That being Dogecoin at 73 cents. We could even go as far as saying something like, we haven't tracked Metis in a while, but we're pulling the fib from the Trump dump to the low, and we're just looking at 1618 prices. 105. Look at Arbitrum. This is the easiest freaking TA you can do in your life. Is you go from the top, from the last high. The last high that we had of alts was in the Trump dump, December, January. Pull the fib from here down to the low, and you're going to get these levels that we've been testing. And be looking at the 1618 levels of your targets, and also 786s for the initial resistance that could hit while it's trading up into those levels, my friends. And so then you do the same thing here. Pull that fib from the Trump dump, pull it to the low, and you're seeing these levels be revealed. 34-cent Brett. We're going to look at Polygon, same thing, Polygon. And also when you're looking at these charts like this on the weekly, you can notice that some of them are in a Wyckoff accumulation. And that's also a good sign because it means institutions are accumulating it. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what can happen when we really, truly start to go. It's funny because you think, well, you don't think we haven't already gone. No, I just think it's not over yet. These charts look way too bullish to me. These charts look way too bullish. Jordan Shirtlift. Oh my God, I'm supposed to help you. Gosh, I'm supposed to help you. You gotta message me because, dude, I have ADD. If you don't message me, remind me 17 million times, then I will forget. But yeah, I need to help you. We gotta get you on track, bro. We gotta get you on track. Let's go. All right, so yeah, keep track on these alts, man. Keep track on these alts. Look at the weekly, pull the fib from, and do this with all your coins. Go to the weekly, go to the monthly, pull the fib from the high, pull it to the low, and see what prices reveal themselves in those levels. A lot of the times, the bottoms or the breakouts happen at the 382s. The breakouts happen on the 382s. They get pushed into the 618. That's a nice test. The 61ETA, Jason Casper calls it the 61ETA. You don't know if you're going to get rejected or is she finally going to talk to you. Once she finally talks to you, she brings you to a really nice restaurant called 786. And then if you get to leave the restaurant from the 786 bar top, then you end up getting to go to the 1618. You get to take 61 ETA to the 161 ETA. That's where you get to take her. All right, so I don't know where that those are funny analogies. Yeah, XYO. I've been a little disappointed in the price action, not gonna lie, but you know, maybe we can. This is one of those where it's like you have to be convicted. You have to know that this could be a long play, and you have to be willing to hold through the volatility or hold to freaking zero. It's just one of those. I'm sure you guys have a lot of coins or some coins like that in your portfolio where you're just like, I can't sell it now. You know, I just gotta see what happens. And so ticker Bitcoin is getting some traction. We had a nice pump. Ticker Bitcoin, I think, in terms of a meme, has the best narrative and the best chance to, I think, get some retail attention. I don't know. Every time I talk about Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tininu, I get the most laughs. Anytime I wear the merch, I get so many compliments on the merch. It's just one of those things that can crack perception, and it's just great. I just love it. And no one pays me to say it. Actually, no one pays me to say shit, so still haven't figured that out, you know. As long as I've been on crypto and crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube, you know, still got to figure that out. Sometimes having too much integrity isn't going to make you much money. But no, lies. Actually, it does make you more money. You just have to be more patient. And you're not the 20 bands kid. You don't want to be the 20 bands kid. All right. Oh, I didn't even switch my banner. Oh my God, what am I doing? I thought I did this. Wait a second. Totally wrong banner. There we go. It's supposed to say first 3 months in 2026. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, nice little drop down. Yep, so we got more of a liquidity sweep. We got a little liquidity sweep. Could be trying to take the lows here. If you're looking on the 3-minute, you can see that we had a nice buy right here that pushed us into 125 here on the 3-minute on this candle. So is it possible we sweep some liquidity here in that low and push it to the upside? But it's Monday. The stock market looks good though. I mean, the stock market was opening pretty bullish, so. But we've also had Bitcoin running in the weekend and also all week. So, I mean, basically if you look at the weekly chart on Bitcoin, it's pretty crazy. I mean, look, the past 2 weeks, it's been ridiculous. I mean, look at this week. Or then the week before it was in the red, but then look, 1, 2, 3. I mean, at least 1, 2 weeks. This one was a little wicky. Then you go here, red week, big green week, 10% over the week. So let's see how we are going to let's see how we're going to react here. So it looks like we're reacting with a little bit of volatility, trying to sweep those lows. You can see it happening right here. Just trying to sweep that low into the order block. But I mean, who knows? We could get the bulls come and control hard, push some of that volume in, and yeah. We'll see what happens. So we are in some trades. I was scared to look at them because I was like, I see Bitcoin moving and I'm like, I'm in all alt trades like an idiot. Like Bitcoin's at all-time highs, can retrace to like even just 1% and destroy my alt trades. But I do have a stop loss. I have stop losses set on here. They're pretty tight stop losses. This is nothing too crazy. So, but the trades that I'm in currently are interesting because like I think TON is gonna be one of those rotation coins. Because of the ecosystem, they're really updating the functionality of Wallet, which is the wallet inside of your Telegram app. United States now has access to it fully. Before there wasn't, and now we have full access. So that's going to be, I think, a rotation that's going to happen that might sideline a lot of people. Just got to remember, like, the TON has the most users in terms of chats, decentralized chats in the world. So, and so many people in crypto use it. People that aren't into crypto use it, but it's very much used by crypto people. And the functionality is just like, it's just going to continue to get better and better. And maybe, just maybe, if we get those millions of people starting to realize that they can hold stables and real world assets and tokenized stocks and all this stuff inside that wallet and also earn yield, dude, this thing's going to explode. It'll explode. Another person that kind of has that similar thought process is Crash. Like, he was like, yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's kind of like thinking about the privacy coins, and then we're going to get into that. We're going to get into a little bit of the privacy coins. One of them being Zera. Headband has really tipped me off on it. Starting to become a believer. You know, I'm starting to become a believer. Seems like Dax is actually he's doing some work. He's doing some work. He's trying to really, really learn about that zero knowledge proof base, crypto, where you can, send money to people peer to peer, like Satoshi Nakamoto envisioned, but with actual true privacy. So let's see how that plays out. Maybe that might be one of the in-game rotations, like Ticker Bitcoin, but with privacy coins towards the end of the cycle. Because where are you going to store and hide all your profits? Zcash, Monero, I don't know. Let's see what happens. But yeah, Aave is another trade where I believe that when Ethereum when Ethereum breaks out to new all-time highs, where we're eyeing that 1618 level. Again, another 1618 level that we're eyeing is the $5,700 level. That's a fib extension level, $5,700. And we think that some alts, like the legacy alts like Aave and, just like Compound, just all that stuff, like the staked ETH stuff, Rocket Pool, Lido DAO, whatever, they're just going to naturally pump just through the nature of how that ecosystem is connected with Ethereum. That's just my best guess, best case scenario. Apex is doing massive buybacks right now, buys on their token, and also initiatives for people to use the Apex protocol. Link in the description. I think we're going to start to see even more growth in this ecosystem to combat with competition with Aster, Hyperliquid, and all the other players out there. But yeah. This is why I'm in these particular trades. I was also in the Aster trade too, which feels so stupid to be in. But at the same time, while people are going to convince, see, look at that. I set a stop loss real tight, and look at that wick, man. Look at that wick. See, the wicks like that is what'll just get. Woo! They will catch your ass off guard so bad. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we hit that stop loss, so we made sure we weren't going to get super wrecked. But people are thinking, I think Aster was going to get listed on Binance today. Is that the news? Is that we're going to get Aster listed on Binance? Aster on Binance today, I believe. Is it today? Aster is listed on Binance today. Okay. Oh, okay. They did list it. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, launched spot trading for Aster. Okay, Aster's been live on Binance Spot for just about an hour, and volume already hit 85 million. Whoa. Oh, yep. False move, baby. Yeah, I didn't know what time they were going to list it. I saw that they were going to list it today. But yeah, so that volume, who knows? Maybe they'll just continue to pump that volume. I don't know. Let's see, how much margin do we... Okay, we don't have that much margin left. Let's see. I want to see if I can get a better entry now. I might be able to get a better entry. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't drop on my face. Let's go. And honestly, guys, I really do. I like the Apex Omni app. I really do. I think it's really fast. I like the order book. I like how it puts in the trades. I like how the display is. Honestly, I really like it. And it's not because I'm partnered with them. I think it's good. I think it's really good. You got Arbitrum One, Base Chain, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Mantle. You can use all of those networks to deposit. And the way that it works, guys, just to remind you how these decks, you know, you made the Discord? Okay, cool. There you go. So how this works with these decentralized perps is you are using your wallet. You know, you're using your EVM address to sign in, and it creates your account with your wallet, which is different than a centralized exchange, which are using your phone number, your email, then you might have to KYC, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case with this. You go into the protocol and you have an ability to sign in with your wallet, which is your digital, you know, finance ID basically. And then you are going to be able to use those networks. You can then deposit and use OMNI chain multi swaps inside of the protocol. So then whenever you deposit into the account, you'll see your funds, and then they'll automatically convert it for you too. So like say you deposited USDC into your funded account, and then you want to put it into your trading account, they immediately convert it to USDT, so then you can trade. So I think that's really cool. Kind of makes it easily accessible. But what's also cool about this platform, I think, is like they've added a bunch of AI functionality. So for instance, like Aster, I can click on AI summary, and it's going to give me an in-depth token analysis for Aster right now. It's going to give me real-time market trends, community sentiment mapping, timing insights, customized risk signals, and trend forecasting and smart signals. I don't know how fast it's going to load, but I've been finding this pretty cool, where you can click on this stuff in here and get just like a quick breakdown. Okay, cool. Nice. So it was just giving me that prompt. So key insights is we've had 2 consecutive highs on this volume. Let's see, synchronized with an 18% price surge from $1.84 to $2.21, confirming bullish alignment. The critical resistance is at $2.21. The social sentiment shows 42% FUD concentration around October 14th airdrop. So we have an airdrop that's going to be coming, I guess, October 14th. Let's see, with verified KOL Alpha Wolf crypto warning of 8 billion supply dump risk. Okay, so we have to, you know, keep track on that. Maybe we want to see where the price is headed in October 12th and 13th, like a few days before, and then that might be kind of like, all right, hedge a little bit on that FUD and kind of see where it can go after that. Let's see, price dynamics. It completed a 12% retracement from that $2.28 high to $2.13 currently, finding support at the $2.07 fib level. Okay. Nice. KOL impact, risk immediate 8.9 million token unlock. 4% of the supply is on October 10th per social confirmation, equivalent of $18.7 million sell pressure at current prices. Okay. So it's honestly, it's like, yeah, we got some events that are coming up. The airdrop, that's a big thing. Try and keep track on that. But look at that wick, man. Look at that wick. Look at that. That's how you just traders just get destroyed. That's why it really is imperative to set a stop loss. And sometimes you get mad about stop losses because your stop loss will stop you from making money at the same time. It really is funny because like there is points of the market where your stop loss can actually stop you from making money because you get stopped out and then it just and then it goes. But if it's a big wick like this and you don't have a stop loss in and your leverage is like a little too high and you got in at like a really bad spot, this will cook you. Like a wick like that will cook you. That wick will literally puncture your soul. St. Joe 12 said, hey mate, love your streaming. Want to play sometimes? Message me on Discord. Play what? Play what? I actually just played Halo Infinite for the first time in like a year, and I crushed it. I don't know what I felt like I was playing Halo Custom Edition back in 2005. I was like headshot. I was sniping people. I was going wild. I ended the quick match, death match, with 15 kills. I dominated. I was like, what's going on? But it was fun. It was cool. I used to play Halo. I'm sure you guys probably played Halo too. But if we want to actually play something all together, that would be a great one because it's free. Halo Infinite, I'm pretty sure, is free to play. You can play it online. You just got to set up your Xbox Game Pass. But that would be so much fun for us to come in and we'll play, and we'll have like a team speak or some kind of thing going on Discord. We'll get on Discord and just all hang out in there and play a couple quick matches. I think that'd be fun. Just kind of switch it up a little bit. But all right, guys, I think that's all I really wanted to cover today. I really appreciate you guys coming in. I know there's like other live streams that are happening like literally at the same time of mine right now. It's usually what happens, but I wanted to come here early and oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to talk about, dude, I have such bad ADD. I got such bad ADD. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. How do I add you in Discord? Well, no, I do want to because like honestly, like you piqued my interest, Headband. You really did. I'm not messing with you. I really. Where did the freaking chart go? I just had it. No, not Giggle. I was looking at these Binance coins too. Like there's if you're wanting to know kind of where some of the Binance like token alphas kind of like, there's Giggle Academy, there's Giggle, and there's Thor. Both of these on Binance Smart Chain have been kind of doing some stuff. Like I've kind of followed the chart a little bit, but if you're kind of peaked on Binance Smart Chain right now and you're wondering what's going on, there's some connections to CZ with those things. Let's see, Zera being actually, when you click, this is what's cool. Like if you want to kind of get some of the stuff to the top of what people are trading, you can do the volume, but sometimes the volume is like, can be fabricated, and also transactions too. But if you go to liquidity, that's where the money is, and you're like, okay, well, let's see how much like liquidity these tokens actually have, and then you go and say, okay, cool, Zera's the number 19. And Zera, if you've been following it with me and also with Headband, we've talked about it a little bit. It was a pump fund token that they made in hopes to build around this protocol or this app that they want to build, which is a zero knowledge proof based system where it's just basically like a peer-to-peer type of privacy way to send tokens. Now, I don't know, but it's going to be powered by Zera, but then inside this protocol, I'd imagine you're going to be able to privately interact from one thing to the next. And so they did the migration. You had to migrate and claim your MFT tokens, then use those MFT tokens to then claim the Zera. So then now that you have the Zera, and also if you miss the claim, I think they're going to have a way that you can try and redo it or reclaim it. I thought I saw that on the timeline. So if you're still interested and you want to, and you had money tokens and you missed the point. I think you can still manage to do that. But I think we're seeing some pretty decent traction. We got 1.1 liquidity locked in the token. Its market cap is 31 mil. It's been sustained pretty well, been sustained pretty well. And holders 1,963. And what I'll say is that I like the fact that Dax here, he's the dev. He's the one that's working on this. His background, I was looking, he's previously was a nuclear tech at USAA, MetaMask. And I guess he worked in advertising, and now he's back in crypto. So he's definitely working on some stuff here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Super techie, super tech stuff, super tech stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much. I know that was my little Zera clip for headband. That was for headband. We have our $20 of Zera, so I mean, you know, I think I'll be all right. I have $20 of Zera. Oh my gosh. I'll get a couple hundred in there eventually. I have to reserve a lot of my DCA for ticker Bitcoin, because that's one of those things, again, like I said, guys, you know, you'll have your tokens where you're like, if I don't reserve funds for the one that I've been wanting to buy, you know. But yeah, all right, guys, go watch Piper, go watch all the other peeps. I appreciate it. Let me see, can I forward my stream? Let me port you guys over to a stream real quick. Customization. Let me see, redirect. Can I redirect you to, let's see, okay, Alexo Crypto Lifer, Randy, Piper Academy. There we go. I'm going to pipe you over to Piper. You're getting piped to Piper, so be ready. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. God bless. I'll probably end up live streaming later today at 8:30. And actually, because that's what we plan to do, is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays, we will do a second live stream where we're going to do a market recap. And that's just going to be a normal thing. So make sure you guys tune in, and we appreciate you. Jay on the chain. Oh, let's go. Jay on the chain. Wait a second, guys. All right, before we end, we got Jay on the chain. Let's go to the channel. Go to channel. All right, Jay on the chain. So this is your new channel? All right, everyone go. All right, everyone right now go and subscribe to Jay on Chain. Jay on Chain. I think you should change it to Jay on Chain. Jay on Chain. Actually, Jay on the chain. I wouldn't say Jay on the chain. Jay on chain sounds like boom. It's like fast. Take out the. Take out the. Jay on chain. I mean, you don't have to do it. I mean, you don't have to listen to me. But when I read this, Jay on the chain, I don't like it. But when I say Jay on chain, that's dope. I like that. Jay on chain. Yeah, Jay on chain's cool. I think that's got a bit of a more roll on the tongue. But guys, make sure you just get him some numbers already. Just get him in the algorithm, you know. And but yeah, we're gonna be helping Jordan Shirtliff set up his channel, get him on the ball. But thank you guys again. Love you. God bless you. May the light of the Lord Jesus Christ shine on you and in your heart and on your family and your friends and your loved ones. And we will see you on the next live stream. Peace out.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworker you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin. Breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
hposni.com.
the end of the week if we're not retracing back to the loud order block. So let's just zoom out a little bit before I pass it over back to you, Piper, and let's make a little horizontal on the previous all-time high, and this is it. As you can see, the price action is not that far away on the daily. We're just a couple of points percent above it. So that is just not even in 1%, 0.68%. And we are kind of like struggling making it up. So we go through, we retrace, we go through, we'll see if we retrace. Something important is that if we start seeing a flagging here, especially on the 12 hours, well, then that will be a good opportunity for you to reconsider entering as we did, baby, right down here, or as we form this little pennant in here.